is a couple days later and we are back from Driven with the Evo II Replica right here. And if you remember, I let everyone draw on the car. Now, we have a few problems.
Yeah, a little bit.
You want to go through them?
Most of it is awesome. Like, the car looks great. It looks hilarious. Like, there's a lot of funny messages on it.
We have a problem though, right
Yeah,
here.
people wrote on the wheels.
Big problem. People did write on the wheels. We try to get it off right here. What do we use for this one?
We started with 70% ISO and then 99% isopropyl alcohol.
Yeah.
And then I tried acetone.
So this is the acetone.
There's varying levels of success.
The 70% is right there. Yeah, I'm not sure what we're gonna do now.
Yeah, I'm gonna try polishing it next. Hopefully, if it's just not like, the issue is if this ink's like impregnated through the pores of like the whole coating, then polishing won't do much. But if it's just on the surface layer, polishing will theoretically remove it all.
Thankfully, I was able to get all of the writing off the trim pieces with glass cleaner. All the windshield is gone. The windows are all cleared because people wrote all over the windows. What's the next step with the car?
I don't know. I guess we'll finish up the last of the like body work. I guess I need to weld these holes up from the OEM wing. We're kind of waiting for the new pieces.
But there are like holes. Where is it? There's a few still you can kind of see.
Yeah, so I'll do all those minor, the final little bit of body work on the rear flares, the rear bumper. Hopefully just send that off to a new so you can start wrapping it.
We can do maintenance.
Yeah, we can finally start on maintenance. I saw a lot of Facebook comments that are like, why don't you guys do maintenance, blah, 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 or YouTube comments. It's just like, yeah, I don't think people understand that the maintenance is a very small part of this project. Like, we could probably wrap that up in like 2 or 3 evenings.
Little update on the wheel.
They seem to be recoverable. Took the 99% isopropyl and it gets like 90% of it away. It just leaves this like little ghosting. The concern with the acetone is it melts the powder coat a little bit.
Yeah.
But also it's like so powerful that I just kind of spread the Sharpie yesterday instead of removing it. So you remove it with the 99 and then this just kind of
works perfect.
Yeah.
Three days later.
It is a few days later. I went to Toronto to film a car collection. I'm back and 3 packages have arrived. And in the meantime, while I was gone, Jason fixed this massive dent, a dent there, and a lot of other dents on the body.
Pretty much all 4 doors.
So we're waiting for the fender still, but we have a package from Thailand.
It is almost certainly the wing.
It better be the wing. Let's see. It looks like it. Will this new wing be as good as the other replacement parts we got?
We're kind of banking with our timeline now and how, especially the front fenders, we're kind of banking on these things being
good, really good.
So immediately, there's a foam gasket now with double-sided tape on it. That is nice. That is nice.
That's an upgrade.
So far, so good.
This looks better.
A little crack here from maybe shipping. That's nothing major.
It looks way less wavy.
It already looks miles better.
Yeah, let's give it a spray. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. It's a little wavy, but, that's a
better.
small skim coat and block. It's better.
Is it worth waiting for?
Yeah, I would say so. All of these edges are just like
way nicer.
Way better. We'll get a final verdict once we mount it on.
And then we also got this box from FCP Euro, which they sent us a bunch of maintenance bits to do on the car. Oh my goodness, this part looks like it's 50 years old, new old stock.
Part's good though, some high quality Bilstein components.
We got some brakes.
Yeah, those look like rear rotors from Zimmerman. That's from ATE, which is OEM Mercedes.
That was it.
I assume another box or 2 coming from FCP Euro because we ordered
a lot more than that.
$1,300
of
US
parts.
of parts.
When this build is fully done, I am going to do a total of every penny I've spent on the build so that you can get an idea and see if we can meet our budget goal of $20,000.
A few inches later.
It's been a hectic last few days. I've been helping run a car show and a lot of other stuff's been going on. But we're still trying to get the car done for WECFest and we are waiting for fenders, literally in the last clip probably. And now a few days later, we have a box.
Yeah, no, this
is fenders.
It's gotta be it. I mean, it's weird because you sent me the pictures of the fenders like the morning that this arrived.
Yeah.
So I thought that was still like, gotta be packaged and
I only
shipped
got
and stuff.
them then like few hours before that or a night before.
Weird. But anyways,
let's open it up. I mean, it's looking like it.
I don't know what else it could be. Yeah, that's a fender.
Wow. I don't know how this got here so fast. This is insane.
No clue.
Like overnight shipping.
Overnight parts from Thailand. Oh, and we've got the gurney flap, I think.
Oh yeah, that came in this package too. So now we should have every
We have
piece.
everything now. Oh, that looks nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ooh, that's nice. So we've got a bonded metal insert in here. The other one was just pure fiberglass. It looks straight. Straightish. It's workable. Again, just like the other parts, like we've got flex in it now, which is what you want.
This is what I was advertised when I first bought this kit.
Again, with the aluminum end pieces. The biggest difference though is this flange with how it mounts into the rail on the Mercedes.
Yeah, right.
It's supposed to be a thin metal piece, right, that slips in here. And that's why we had issues popping that one in, because it's thick as hell and also like not smooth. Like you can see how much thicker it is down there. Whereas with this vacuum bagged one, it's thin and strong and straight. No, this is seriously impressive. I wasn't planning on putting fenders on, but I guess now we can because we have them. Yeah, no, this is kind of the beginning of the end for this car in a good way. I took off the bad rear wing, filled these holes, welded them shut, bodyworked them, blocked them. They're ready for primer. Yeah, the next step is just putting on the kit, I guess.
How is it?
Sweet. Okay, so upon inspection out of the box, you know, the wing, like it had a few problems, a few cracks, a few little rough edges. After installing it, though, tremendously better. Look at these gaps. Remember those giant, like, you know, I could almost stick my pinky in on the last one. I'm sure you have footage of it.
Flawless.
Yeah, flawless, flawless.
Wow.
It's also much easier to install. Like the other one was bowed out like this, so we had to mount the one side. And I remember, like, I think you had to push it in and tension it while I was trying to get that screw in. But this one just kind of fell into place. I'm very thankful that it does have the same hole locations as the previous ones.
Little bit bowed.
Yeah, I think it is definitely still a little bit bowed down here. It's way better though, way better than the other one. See, there's a gap now where remember we couldn't get the bolts in there before?
This one on both sides is good. All right.
Okay.
There we go.
Yeah, that's good.
Look at that. Really good fitment.
Sweet, everything's mocked up now. Gaps are good, everything feels good. And yeah, if you go down here from the side, you can see, yeah, we can still access this with this tool and get a ratchet on here to tighten. It's time to fit up these new fenders. I have high hopes for them, they feel awesome, so. Nice, that's good.
Wow, that's really good.
Well, this is looking real good.
Next
Yeah,
up.
these will require very minimal body work for before wrap. Still some few pinholes to fill, but again, expected. Just honestly expected on fiberglass parts. So we had the problem last time where the fender was too thick and it closed up the hood to fender gap. That wasn't good.
Moment of truth.
Oh yeah. So we'll space this out a little bit. There's also going to be a bolt here. It makes this perfect.
That's like, wow.
Yeah, so we'll have to space the nose out just a little. You can see, we just need to put a spacer in there. But again, that's why you want parts to be flexible. Like if that was a problem with the other one, you couldn't do that because there's no flex, there's no give in it.
All right, now we're gonna mount the front splitter that we have not mounted yet.
Yes, sir. So we got these two splitter rods.
I remember these. They came with no splitter.
Yeah. Okay, so splitters all mounted now. Got the rods in, big heavy duty hardware at the bottom.
Yeah.
Big washers to spread the load, but like, yeah, she's solid. Like, you might want to focus on the lift in the car. Like, when you push down on the splitter, like, I almost think you could stand on it. I don't think you can, but almost. If I can get this fitted at least, then I can start wet sanding the rear bumper and the wing and the flares and stuff and start getting some parts off to wrap.
Which we need because we have 3 weeks left to go till the day we leave to go to Seattle, right? And you're going to be riding passenger with me.
Yeah, I think so. I still need to book my flights, but assuming those aren't $8 million, then yeah, I'm totally cool.
Yeah, and then we also need to make sure that we can get the car running, do all the maintenance, get all the parts from FCP Euro in, the rest that we're waiting on, and then we'll be good to go.
One eternity later.
I am finally back in the shop. I don't even know how many days ago I was here. It's been a while. A lot has happened since I was gone. I had a few business things to take care of. But Jason has been continuing to work on the car because we need to have it done when?
This is pretty much our last week working on it. Like, we've got to get it to a new to wrap it pretty much next week, and then mechanical, like, do the brake lines and whatnot. So this is pretty much the last week of doing body work on the car.
So we got 4 days left to get this car out of this shop to get wrapped. And as you can see, it's not ready for wrap.
No, not yet. I just filled this morning. I prepped all the stuff underneath. I just need to get this like flusher. Ideally, like perfectly flush, but flusher to the fenders here and here, and then I'm gonna have to fill this later today or tomorrow as well. Right now, we're focusing on doing the front bumper because it was too short.
Yeah, it's still overlapped right here. You can kind of see there.
Yeah, just got these pieces of thick cardboard, taped it to make it easier to release, but I'm just gluing on a dam back here so I can lay fiberglass on the inside of the bumper and then trim it back to perfectly line up with the fender and the wheel arch.
What are you doing now?
Now we're applying the fiberglass. Pretty much what I did to your rear bumper before, but we're actually building stuff up this time instead of just reinforcing something that's already there.
And today we are going to be sanding this car down 600 grit, getting rid of all the Sharpie, right?
Not necessarily, like, the Sharpie isn't the goal. The goal is just to level the car.
That's just a side effect.
Yeah, it just happens that the Sharpie is coming off.
So taking a quick break from sanding because Jason wants to show the wing.
So this rear wing, unfortunately, I think it's about the same quality as the gray one, the first one we received. We got updates from Ake, like there's, you can probably put them in the video, but like, he showed videos of him filling the edges himself and stuff, which is like one of the issues we had. Like there was big gaps there. But I think all he did was just like make a same quality wing, fill
And
those
fix
edges,
this.
and then he tried to block this a little bit. And like obviously, as you can see, I'm slathering so much more Bondo on it to try to get it smooth. The issue I'm running into is like, because it's not the greatest quality, like it's super wavy. You can kind of see like all these lighter gray parts are high spots. Anything that hasn't been touched is like more of a low spot. But like you can see how soft it is. So it's like,
Wait, hold on. Do it like that.
but like you can see when I'm trying to like sand it, the whole thing just kind of collapses under the block. So it's really hard to try to like gauge something straight, and like, yeah, when you touch it, it just sounds not great. Like this is so floppy right here.
My goodness. So not even worth waiting for the wing.
Yeah, the rear wing definitely wasn't worth waiting for. Like I wish I
Junk.
just body worked the first one. But like, yeah, which is again, it's so strange because like the new roof wing is awesome. The new gurney
Nice.
flap, super awesome. Front fenders are night and day. I don't know, but I think
This
part still needs some work.
I see that there is a literal pile.
Yeah, a
Oh
mountain.
my gosh. Yeah. That's all Bondo.
Hell is real, man. This is what it looks like. Yeah. Still, you can see there's still lumps here. Still gotta fill
Yeah,
this
I can see
area a little bit.
bumps.
There's so much Bondo on here. But you can feel it's good now. Like, besides that,
That's smooth. And the top.
still needs a lot more. This is that big lump that I keep on fighting. So I'm just kind of have to just like blend it in to the rest of the wing.
And then this side.
Pretty much the same deal. A little bit of low spots left in the middle. But for the most part, nice and flat now.
So much dust.
So much dust.